I don't even know where to start. I want to try to make this video with as little cuts as possible because I just want to give my genuine thoughts about what happened, oh my god, in the past few hours. So today I was just street performing, doing my usual thing. I street perform every day, by the way, at the Space Needle. More specifically, about 50 feet away from the entrance of Chihuly Garden and Glass with my electric violin and my amp. And I always street perform a bunch of Lindsey Stirling songs and maybe like a few classic video game soundtracks here and there. And it was a very, very slow day today, and it was just absolutely boring and just dreadful because there's just not that many people there. Because usually, or not usually, I mean it's typical on a weekday that there's not that many people, and weekends tend to be busy. But today was just so boring and so slow. And then I got a text from a group of friends of mine that we like collaborate with music or whatever, called I Build Bridges. And if I could show you my text, give me 1 second. Someone texted saying that I was on Lindsey's page, and I had absolutely no idea what they were talking about at first. Until, give me 1 second. Right over. Right over here, you have the link. I'm not sure if it's backwards once I finish editing this video. But this link right over here is a link to TikTok. And my response over here was before I clicked on this link. It turns out that Lindsey reposted the video. Oh my god. Reposted the video of when she came up to me at the Pike Place Market. This was back in December 16, 2017. This was before I street performed at the Seattle Center. I used to street perform at the Pike Place Market during the wintertime because I thought that over there was the busiest place, so that I would have like the most amount of people walking towards me and all that kind of stuff for street performing. But turns out the Seattle Center for me is much better because I get to use my electric violin and my amp. But on December 16th, Lindsey had her Warmer in the Winter tour. And if you scroll back to my old videos here on YouTube, where you'll find this video titled Urgent Video, it'll have all the details in the description about what are my thoughts and like how this all happened in the first place, where someone tipped me and told me that Lindsey was performing that day. I had absolutely no idea because I haven't been following her stuff for much. And then, oh my god. It's just so hard to put into words because it's just like absolutely mind-blowing right now. Even back then, that was absolutely mind-blowing as well. Because I thought that there was no chance for me to see her because she was at her concert, and she's probably going to be at the Paramount Theater. She's probably going to be doing her sound check and rehearsals and everything. And so I thought, okay, I'll set up in this one area at the market. In the video, you'll see that I street performed or busked at Pine and Pike Place. That's the intersection right by Beecher's Cheese, I think, in the market. And I was just doing my thing. I got my stuff set up. Crystallize was the very first song in my set back then. So I started playing Crystallize, and I didn't even get to the first drop. And there was this one guy who came up in front of me, like holding his phone, all excited, and I thought, oh sweet, he's just a fan going to her concert, and he's just excited that he recognized the song that I was playing. And then this young woman came up next to him, and that was Lindsey. Oh my god. At that moment, and you saw in the video, my heart just exploded. And I kept playing too. And a lot of people are surprised I kept playing. I don't know. It's just like I've been playing her songs, you could say at this point, thousands of times, that I could just literally play Crystallize and just like talk at the same time. And then this, Lindsey! Because this part part is very slow, and maybe this part is a little bit difficult to talk and play at the same time. But I was just in genuine shock when she came up to me. Crystallize, I just like had a huge history with Crystallize because that was the very first Lindsey Stirling song I've ever played back in my sophomore year, which was actually no. Sophomore year, I rediscovered Lindsey after America's Got Talent, and then a friend of mine in orchestra who just started learning how to play the violin in high school recommended me to learn Crystallize and Transcendence by Lindsey Stirling, and that name sounded familiar. I looked up her videos, and sure enough, that was the same contestant, or that was the same person who competed in America's Got Talent back in 2010, season 5, and she got eliminated in the quarterfinals, mainly just because there was some out-of-tune moments in violin playing, and she got some pretty harsh criticism from the judges, but I remember her from AGT, and I instantly fell in love with that song. And I didn't actually start learning that until my junior year of high school, which was back in 2000. Oh no, it was still 2012, but it was in November. So I started becoming a junior, and that's when I learned Crystallize. And the way I learned her songs was I just sit down, and I have perfect pitch, which allows me to hear a note and know exactly what note it is based on the music staff without any sort of reference pitch at all. So I would have to rewind the section back, and I would have to figure out, okay, what are these group of notes? Are they a quarter note? Are they eighth note, 16th note? Are they a dotted eighth note? Or are they like a dotted eighth note with a 16th note after? Like, are they slurred? Or is it an up bow, down bow? What feels more natural? What makes more sense? And everything. I charted all of it down. And I haven't bought a single one of Lindsey's sheet music on her website. I've done it purely by ear, transcribed everything, and then learned it from there. And that's how I learned Crystallize. And that's how I learned 19 more of her original songs. So I know a total of 20. And when I'm out street performing, I play 19 of them. The one I don't play is Stars Align, just because for me it's like overly repetitive. That song is like, it's fun to listen to, but playing it, especially for capturing people's reactions, is, I don't know, to me it just doesn't feel right. I love playing her other songs. So, oh my god. So Crystallize is a song that I was playing in that video. And then that was just an insane moment. Like a few days after that day, December 16th, 2017, then people started coming up to me and said that they saw me from her Instagram video. They heard about me from her concert, which was her Warmer in the Winter concert, and that she talked about me over there. And I thought that was just an absolutely beautiful moment. And oh my god. And still to this day, like I said, I street perform her songs because I absolutely love her songs to death. I'm such a huge fan of Lindsey. I've binge watched all of her stuff back then. As of right now, I haven't been up to date with some of her stuff like outside of YouTube. Like, I haven't been following her Instagram much, or not even her Twitter or Facebook, or none of that stuff. I've never been to a single Lindsey Stirling concert. And the fact that she came up to me, the fact that I got a chance to meet her without going to a meet and greet, is just absolutely mind-blowing. I don't even know what to do right now. I don't know what other thoughts I want to talk about this because, oh, man. Again, I don't want to cut anything out in this video. I want this to be like a one continuous, genuine reaction. I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, the fact that when she uploaded on TikTok, it got way more noticed than the one on her Instagram. Because as of right now, that video has over 4 million views and 1.4 million likes as of right now. The one on Instagram is probably like 10 times less that amount. And that went super viral too compared to some of her other posts on TikTok. And I was just so shocked. I'm so shocked. I guess the only way to celebrate this is I'm going to be playing a mini set of Lindsey Stirling songs that I do when I'm out there in the Seattle Center. And this one has some of her songs from her first album. There's 6 total. and they are in order: Crystallize, Transcendence, Elements, Shadows, Anti-Gravity, and ZZ's Journey. And three of those songs are insanely difficult. For me, I think the top three most difficult songs that Lindsey's ever composed is, from least to most, is ZZ's Journey, Shadows, and Transcendence. I genuinely believe Transcendence is her hardest song that she's ever composed. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say at this moment. I just want to celebrate this by just playing her songs. So enjoy, guys. Notice it sounds different. Uh-oh, I forgot to turn the mic towards my amp, so hopefully this doesn't ruin the audio as much. But yeah, I'm harmonizing. That's hard for me. Crystallize. Up next is Transcendence, and don't mind the mistakes. I haven't played inside my room in a long time, so my hands are now getting extremely sweaty. And as a violinist, having a sweaty hands does kind of ruin your playing because you can't shift properly, you can't really do your fingerings properly. I always like to use hand sanitizer to make my hands nice and smooth and dry. After Transcendence is Elements, and I think you guys can see why Transcendence is so hard. There's one section in particular that is extremely difficult. It is towards the end of the bridge, before the third chorus. If I play it this way. It is like the most difficult section in that song, and thankfully when I'm out there street performing, I do get a bit more consistent at that part, especially when I'm starting from the beginning of the song, so that I don't have to focus as hard into hitting that section. Otherwise I'll just mess up a lot easier. Here's Elements, enjoy. Next is Shadows. Her second hardest song, in my opinion. I'm exhausted already. Then again, I did play for a good, 5 hours out there. Okay, so everything's fine, it's just me. Just imagine playing Lindsey Stirling songs for 8 hours and you have not that much breaks because you just want to keep going and going and going. That's me. It's exhausting sometimes. That's why I rarely do social media. Anti-gravity. Oh dear, ZZ's Journey. This is a hard one. Wish me luck, guys. Not bad. Holy crap.
When I was playing ZZ's Journey, when I was playing Anti-Gravity, I had a thought in my mind. And you know what that thought is? Screw it. I'm going to play all the Lindsey Stirling songs I do when I'm out there. Up next is Electric Daisy Violin. This is going to be a long video, but it's just mostly playing. So you guys will get to vibe and enjoy. Electric Daisy Violin. Holy crap. That was actually really... Hi, so if you're seeing this part of the video, I actually continued playing through Electric... Okay, so I got done with Electric Daisy Violin, and there's like 2 songs I skipped, Crystallize and Elements, because I already played that earlier. I played
Song of the Caged Bird, Minimal Beat, Spontaneous Me, Beyond the Veil, Mirror House, V-Pop, Heist, Take Flight, Ascendance, Swag, Master of Tides, and I was just about to start Underground when I realized that I stopped recording. That is 11 songs that I played, and I wasn't recorded. Oh, see, this is another reason why I hate recording stuff, just because anything can mess up. If a sound is just glitchy, or if it's peaking too much, or if it's so muffled and you don't realize it until half an hour into it. God, it's like grinding for a speed run of a very, very long video game, and the run dies an hour into the run, and you're just feeling absolutely frustrated. And that's what I'm feeling right now. Because I want to do a video from start to end. I want to do a video with all of 19 Lindsey Stirling songs non-stop, just to show you guys what I do out there as a street performer. And just know that I do those 19 songs at least 3 or 4 times, depends on how the day is. Maybe I want to mix up the songs or whatever, but I do play enough where I can get at least 6 hours worth of street performing, or 7 or 8. There was even times during the summer of 2019, before COVID happened, when other street performers are taking a day off or something, or they have to take care of something, I'll have the spot all to myself, and I've been out there for 12 hours. I'm literally out there for 12 hours. And then playing maybe 11 and a half hours worth with breaks in between. So I can do this. It's not super tiring and exhausting. I don't care any sort of little mistakes that I do in the songs. It's frustrating that I can't record right now because my dad's asleep, and I'll have to do this some other time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Lindsey, for reposting that video on your TikTok. It just absolutely blows my mind how super viral it went. And thank you guys so much for following my TikTok, even though I don't use TikTok at all, at all. I only posted one video, and that was right after Lindsey reposted that the Pike Place Market video back in December 16th. And if any of you guys live in the Seattle area, or maybe are out of the country and are about to visit Seattle someday, whether it be in the next week or next month, or sometime during the spring or summer, I am always right by well, first of all, everyone pretty much knows where the Space Needle is. It's a very, very famous landmark in Seattle, Washington. Right by the Space Needle, there's Chihuly Garden and Glass, and that's where I usually play, because it's a nice, wide open, spacious area, and I'm always out there. The only time that I don't street perform is when the weather is absolutely terrible. But most likely because I arrive there now from 9:30 in the morning, and I leave around 5:30ish. Depends on how the day is. If the day is very slow, then I'll leave around 4, but I'm pretty much there the whole entire day. And of course, the more tourist attraction there's going to be, or the more tourism there's going to be more foot traffic, so therefore the attractions are going to have, they're going to extend their hours much longer. Instead of 12 to 5 on some weekdays, that's very, very short opening hours. Then I'm going to be there much longer. Street performing is just nothing but a consistent grind, and I am just so happy that I get to play Lindsey Stirling songs when I'm out there street performing, because I absolutely love her songs to death, and I absolutely adore Lindsey as an older sister, pretty much. It's just, she's absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that I'm a huge fan of her, and I'm so glad that she came up to me, and I'm so glad. Oh my god. So yeah, apart from all the not recording BS, whatever, I can't wait to record the whole thing. I want to record the whole thing. Redo Crystallize and Transcend, because I wasn't really 100% into it. I'm oh shoot, I'm recording, I'm going to do this differently. But no, I'm just going to do what I normally do in street performing and just like let loose. I don't care what I look like. I don't care how much I move around. Like, it doesn't really matter. Because if I'm most comfortable that way, then that's all that matters. So I have nothing else to say at this moment except just thank you guys so much for watching that video, for rediscovering that video, or just discovered. Just absolutely amazing. Alright, good night, guys.